All right. Hello, Libra. Hello, hello. We're going to do your next 48-hour reading, okay? Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We are going to be doing what's going on for your very next 48 hours, okay? Or whenever you see this. Um, but let's see what's going on for my Libras. Watch for your sun, moon, rising Venus. Okay, North Node, Mars, wherever you have Libra in your chart. You're not just your sun sign. Your sun sign is very surface level. Okay, so go to astroseek.com. That is the only site I will ever recommend. Okay, to get your personal birth chart information. Also, I am offering birth chart reading and for birth chart reading readings. Okay, so if you would like to get one of those or even just a regular personal reading, make sure to check my bio. Okay, um, and then email me and send me whatever payment and your questions. Okay, information is always in my bio or underneath every single video that I post. All right, so let's see what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48 hours from now. Truth and the truth only. Some of you guys could be drinking an energy drink, okay? What's going on for Libra? Whoa. Okay. Some of you guys could have Taurus or Libra, not Libra, Taurus or Leo in your chart, okay? What's going on for my Libras for the next 48? You guys could be choosing to not agree with somebody, okay? Or you're choosing to avoid some sort of fight or argument, okay? Could be with a Taurus or a Leo. Yeah, we have the High Priestess. Okay, so I feel like you're trying to act out of your higher self in the next 48 hours, Libra. Okay, so you also may be biting your tongue from saying something. Okay, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, or you could have that in your chart. Whoa, that's way too many. Yeah, you're like not saying how you truly feel about something or a certain situation. Okay, so what's that about? Why do you have anxiety about this? What are you trying to say? Someone could be asking you that, like, what are you trying to say, Libra? What are you trying to say? I feel like you're holding back or you're hesitating on saying something to somebody or about something because you know that it would cause a fight. So what are you trying to say? There's your card. Okay, this is your energy. What are you trying to say, Libra? Yeah, you're okay. You don't even want to tell me. You don't want to tell me. Say it with your chest. Okay, what is this? You could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay, if you haven't watched already, you might be a Virgo in Vedic astrology anyways, so go watch the Virgo reading if you haven't already. I just did it. But why are you not saying something? Because I know why, but you feel like it'll upset somebody or cause a fight. So you're disappointed in somebody for not coming through or not doing something that I don't know, did you even tell them that you wanted them to do something? You can't stay in your head all day and then when you don't speak directly to somebody, they're not going to read your mind. Okay. So I don't know. Somebody could be, I feel like this is you. You're assuming that somebody's supposed to know something, but you didn't say anything. You're not saying nothing, Libra. Okay. Please don't be one of those people who are like, oh, you should just know. You should just know. Unless this is someone like that you've actively known or you actively talk to that knows you well. No, speak up. Even if you do know them well, speak up. Say what you mean. Say it with your chest. Stop hiding whatever you're truly feeling or thinking, okay? Because someone's not understanding. Even I'm here like, huh? Like, what is on your mind? How did I pull this many cards and I still don't get it? I still don't know. Libra, say what you mean and stop trying to keep the peace. You're not keeping the peace. You're actually causing more problems by not speaking up. You do know that, right? That is a problem that Libras have is, trying to keep the peace, remain balanced, Oh, I don't want to get in the middle of it, but look at you in the middle of it, in the middle of it, in the thick of it. Okay, so Libra, what are you trying to say? We're gonna get some oracle, okay? something makes you happy, or you don't want to tell somebody that. What kind of sense is that? Okay, Libra, look, this is real twisted. So I feel like some of you could be telling somebody, you could be telling one person, I don't want to be with you, or you're hoping that they just get it, like get the hint that you don't want to be with them, and then you're telling somebody else, or you're hoping that somebody understands that you do want to be with them. Huh? Be for real. Let me get a few more because look, yeah, you're like, okay, so you could be trying to maintain like two connections, but you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, but you're causing more problems by not telling somebody what it is. You do know that, right? You're giving one person more energy or time or whatever, and then you're giving the other person some time, some energy, but it's not as much as the other person. So I feel like are you gonna make a decision or something, Libra? Yeah, you're like indecisive about if you want to be with somebody and then keep somebody. Libra, I'm trying to make sense of this because it doesn't make sense. I think I understand what you're trying to do, but it's gonna make things more difficult, and you could cause a fight either way. Okay, so just speak up. So what's going on for Libra next 48? Yeah, the tower. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna cause a problem either way. Okay, it's gonna cause a tower moment either way, and I want to say within yourself. To be honest, I feel like people want you to be honest with them, or you should just be honest with whoever this is, the person that you don't want as much, so that you can go be with the person you do want to be with. Okay, like why is it so hard for Libras to make, because you're the deceptive one. I'm telling you, you're the deceptive one by trying to keep two people happy. You don't want to hurt one of them's feelings because you want to go be with the other person. Say it with your chest. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're being deceptive. You do realize that you're the deceptive one if you're trying to keep two people happy, but you're not being honest. You do realize that, right? Like I said, staying out of it, or because you don't want to cause or ruffle feathers. You're not being the diplomatic person that you think you are if you're doing that. You do know that, right? You're not going to like that I said that, but it's okay. It's the truth. You're causing chaos regardless. So what are you going to do about this situation? Let's see. Look, you know exactly where you want to be, or you're coming to that conclusion. Okay, you could have Gemini in your chart. You know who you love. You know who you like sleeping with or laying down with. Could be someone could have Capricorn in their chart. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Cups. So you could be. Are you sleeping with two people or something? Or you're dealing with two people, but you're thinking about somebody else, but you know where your heart is. What is going on? That is way too many cards. Hold on. What is going on for Libra for the next 48? We have Aquarius energy here. Yeah, you're being like cold to one person, non-committal to one person. You're being non-committal to both of them if you're dealing with more than one person at once. Okay? Libra, I hope you know that you're not making sense. Your mentality is not making sense. You think you're doing the right thing, but you're causing more problems. Okay? Staying out of a situation is not always going to be the better option, because that means you are willing to let people around you feel some type of way, feel bad, or cause problems or cause fights while you sit back and watch. That's what you're doing. Okay? So pick a side. I know y'all have a trouble making decisions and things like that, but you're causing more problems. You want to be with the person who's more familiar, okay? Or that you know, or that knows you. Why? Look, if you notice yourself getting irritated with your partner, it's because you or one of these people, because I feel like you're dealing with two people or talking to two people. If you're noticing that you're getting annoyed, angry, irritated, frustrated, whatever, with one of these people, that's not the person you want to be with. So cut it off. Why are you keeping them around? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, if someone doesn't make you happy, Ten of Swords doesn't make you happy, is bullying you, okay? Why did I just hear that? I didn't even mean to say that, but it was coming out. Okay, so somebody could like bully you or make you feel like shit, and it's causing you to resent them. They stress you out. So why are you here with that person though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because unless you have like kids with them, I don't see why you would still be around somebody like that unless you like being hurt. You like being hurt, Libra? Okay, you think they're attractive? So you still like how they look. Okay. Very Libra of you. You still like how they look, so but you know they treat you like trash. And you know they don't have anything real to offer you, man or woman. So what the fuck? Um Somebody's mean to you but you're attracted to them, and then this other person is sweet to you and you're attracted to them. But you won't let this other person go fully. Like you're not making a choice. So what the fuck? I feel there's a lot of Aries energy in this spread here, okay? So you could be going toward an Aries or someone who's like very fiery, but they're sweet. Yeah, that's the truth. Okay? Because you don't see a future with this immature person or someone who makes you feel like, I'm hearing a child, like someone could talk to you crazy. Someone has a mouth. Yeah, there's three people in this situation. And you're trying to work it out, or you're not making a Libra. This is why people get irritated with air signs, because y'all do that back and forth wishy-washy shit, and then you wonder why you're still heartbroken at the end of the day. Or you play victim. You are misdirecting your annoyances. Okay? So we're going to get some oracle to try to figure this out, because I'm even trying to understand your mentality. Just say it, Libra. Like, what? Why you being pussy? Why you being pussy? Man or woman? Say how you feel. Because you don't like somebody and they treat you bad, but you want to keep them around because they look good. Stay focused. Yeah, maintain boundaries. You need to set boundaries with somebody, okay? Or you're having a hard time setting boundaries with somebody in the next 48, next couple of years. So you're thinking about your future, and that's why you're having a tough time making this decision. Like I said, I feel like you know who your heart's with, you know who you like being with, you know who you like sleeping with, you know who, makes you feel good, is sweet to you, you're attracted to them, you feel like they're your soulmate. But then you got this like person is this like a trauma bond or something? Like, what the hell? I don't believe in staying in situations that are trauma bonds. That's not love. And I feel like you know that. You're not stupid, Libra. Okay, this person could be stalking you. Okay, you could be trying to reconcile with somebody and maybe you have a stalker, okay? Or somebody who's always on your ass. Okay, that would make more sense. Oh, Lord. This is like you have somebody who wants you. Okay, that could be the case here too. And that's maybe you're still like I said, it could be a trauma bond. Maybe you have someone watching you while you're trying to reconcile with somebody. You miss somebody. Like I said, you know where you want to be. But then there's this other energy lurking. Okay. Well, commitment. Yeah, look. Okay, you know where you want to be. Okay, you could be messaging somebody soon, fighting for what you love. Look, that's what you need to do, Libra. You need to fight for what you want. in love. Okay, this is a love reading, clearly. But something unexpected could be happening in the next 48. So, like I said, maybe you're trying to go toward this person that you want to be with, and then there's this other person like stalking you, causing problems, causing chaos, you know. Maybe you're trying to wait things till things blow over. Okay, but let's see. Why do you have a hard time walking away from, besides attraction? Besides attraction. Why do you have a hard time walking away from this person? Let's see. Or this third bully energy. Let's see. Why does Libra have a hard time walking away from this third energy? Oh, because you thought you okay, you wanted it to work out with this past person. Okay. It's time to move forward. Look what just came out. So, look, we got two soulmate cards here, but one of them is ripped, okay? Like I said, you feel like somebody's your soulmate. You know where you want to be in the future. But I feel like you wanted a past situation to work out really bad, right? So, I can understand that, but you need to let go, okay? It's time to move forward. Stop holding a grudge, okay? So why is Libra stuck on this, or sticking around, or refusing to let this third person go? Yeah, it's literally telling you to retreat, to take a step back, to move forward. Yeah, you're determined, okay? Like, maybe you still feel like something could happen, or you're not ready to fully let go. I mean, clearly, okay? And this person's toxic. That's what I said. That's what I said. This past person's toxic. They treat you like shit. They could have cheated on you or something. Or they just dog you out. Like I said, someone could talk crazy to you. But for some reason, you still got like love for them. Not love, but it's like a trauma bond. The time is now, Libra. You got to let this go. Okay? Reject imposter syndrome. I feel like you can't even be your true self around this toxic person. Yeah, it's time for a clean slate, okay? I feel like you know that. This person makes you nothing but depressed. And you could even be tied to some sort of legal situation with this past ex, okay? Okay, it could be your ex. Marrying for money. This person could be still around you. There's something money-wise that you guys are tied to. I just got itch in my throat. Excuse me. Okay, so you could be tied to somebody, or you feel like you're giving too much in a certain situation. This is like, oh my God, you're like depressed because you want to see somebody, you want to be with somebody else, but you're tied to this toxic third energy that's using you for money, or you're tied legally to them. Look, grass is greener, ex-lover. I'm telling you, an elevator, yeah, you're trying to move forward, you're trying to move on. Okay, so you could be trying to move on. I'm starting to see now. But your ex-lover is still involved legally or financially, okay? Make sure to like the video if you're in here. Hit the double tap the screen, okay? If you're lurking. What else is going on for Libra for the next 48? I feel like you guys are trying to stay strong throughout all of this, okay? There is no more time. You need to do something now. You need to do something now, Libra, okay? Snake. They're going to keep fucking you over if you still stay in the situation. Do I need to say more? Love triangle. Like I said, this is a third party situation. So, you got to make a choice. I feel like you know what choice you want to make. And for some reason, I'm getting like choked up right now. There's like an itch in my throat. But you got to make a choice, Libra. I know you don't want to hear that. A Libra making a choice. Oh no, indecision. Yeah, make a choice. Stop lollygagging, okay? Communicate, confirmation. Look, communicate so you can move forward. It's literally keeps telling me, move forward, Libra. Get in your car and drive, okay? Get going. There's no more time. Retreat. Okay? It's time to move forward. Toxic, okay? It's telling you it's not progressing, so do what you got to do. Make that decision, even if it's not about a person. Make that decision so you can move forward, because this person's a snake. This ex-lover of yours is a snake. It's not going to change. Stop trying to get it to change. I think I told y'all that before recently. Stop trying to change somebody or think that somebody's going to change. They're not. Stop seeing the good in people when they're showing you nothing good. Okay? Stop waiting on a situation. Stop waiting on a person that is not doing anything beneficial for you but keeping you stuck or draining your pockets, snaking you, being toxic, making you feel like shit. Like I said, I feel like somebody bullies you or somebody's a verbal bully. Okay? Even if you're a man, this could be like a woman who is like real reckless with her mouth, you know? Look, black sheep, someone always makes you feel like you're not good enough. Look, and by Felicia. Somebody's name could be Felicia too. But you need to leave and not care, okay? Why are you paranoid? Someone could have like broken you down. I don't know. I feel like man or woman, someone made you feel like so insecure or paranoid. Like this is like a bully. Like you ain't never gonna be shit, you know, you'll never find anybody better than me. Nobody's gonna love you, bitch. Nobody's gonna blah blah blah, you know, whatever people say when they're trying to get somebody to stay stuck to them, but still treat them like shit. Like somebody could have done that to you or did that to you. So this is like I said, it's a mentality thing. Maybe you do feel like you can't leave, but you can. Or maybe you feel like, oh Lord, I don't financial independence, that's what you want, that's what you need. Look, and being needy. This toxic person is very needy. They keep asking for, they stress you out. They keep asking you for shit, but they're treating you like shit. I feel like you have the power, Libra. You have the power to walk away. You have the power to say no. Stop trying to be a good person when you're not being a good person to yourself. Okay? Look, police, stress, the cops could be involved, or like I said, this is a legal situation. Or if you're in a situation that you feel like you got to call the police, I don't care, man or woman. Hopefully nothing physical is going on, but this is like a situation where you can call the cops. I don't fuck with people who are like, you know, oh, if you call the cops, then you know I can never fuck with you again. Why would I even have to call the cops in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys need to understand that if you even feel like you have to call the cops, or if you have had to call the cops in the past, or even in the next 48, that's a horrible sign. That's a red flag. Okay? Stop caring about what this person thinks so you can move on with your damn life by the end of the day. Some of you guys need to do this by the end of today. Some of you guys could be 46 years old or in your 40s. Look, you need to not talk to this person. Some of you guys might be getting, I'm hearing, court order or getting a restraining order on somebody. Somebody's trying to like dominate you. I'm telling you, somebody's trying to, or this is what they did in the past. But I feel like they're still in your energy, trying to make you feel like you can't go nowhere when you can. But they fucked with your head so much that, you know, something like that's going on. Be careful of be careful of like someone spying, like someone being able to see what you're doing, okay? So I have rooftop here. Someone could be like peering, or you know, it could even be like remote viewing, like viewing from another account, viewing from another page, viewing from your Ring camera, like, or if somebody has your location, somebody can see what you're doing, where you're at, who comes to your house, stuff like that. So turn it off. Or what is that? Something about locations, knowing where you're at. Look, records, call records, communication records. You need to double check your phone, double check your who has access to your. I'm hearing camera, your Ring camera, something like that, or your accounts. Make sure that someone still doesn't have access to your accounts, because somebody could be like your toxic ex could be that toxic where they know how to, like get into your information. I'm dead ass seeing that. Somebody could be that tech savvy. I never understand. I mean, I've heard of people doing that, but somebody is all up in your business. And I mean, like, violating your privacy. This person could also be spiritual. Breakup. This is someone you broke up with, or you're breaking up, you're finally walking away. This could happen quite literally over the whole next 48 hours. It's a lot to deal with, but you need to do it. Because you're tired of someone demanding. This could be, I don't know if this is like your baby mama. It could just be an ex-lover. If you don't have kids, don't take that message. But someone's demanding you do this, you do that. They're setting like impossible standards for you, making you work your ass off. For what? For what? They're not even meeting you halfway. And they're a player. Someone could be very charming, they could tend to pull you back in, but you got to face the reality, Libra, about who this person is. Stop caring about I don't know what you care. How do you care about this person when they don't do nothing for you? They treat you like trash. Why are you still thinking that they're going to be better or do better? I don't understand that. When somebody treats you like they don't give a shit about you, why does your brain go, maybe tomorrow they'll care about me. Maybe, maybe they'll treat me better, in an hour. Like, please don't be delusional about this person, this toxic ex of yours, okay? It's not going to change. This person's like obsessed with you, and obsession is a thin line between love and hate. This person, they act like they love you. It's not real love, but obsession is a thin line between love and hate. They hate you, Libra. Maybe I do need to say it harshly, because they hate you, Libra. Someone who's openly like willing to torture you mentally, they hate you. They hate your ass. They don't fuck with you. They want to keep you stuck because they like the control. It's not because they still want you in their life, they want things to work out. They could say that. I don't care what they say. Watch what they do. They hate you, Libra. They're treating you like you're nothing. They hate you. This person could be younger than you too. Stop waiting on somebody that you could be seeing somebody new and you still got like this ex on your ass. You could be planning a date too with somebody in the next 48. But I feel like you got to watch your back. I don't know what you got to do. Get a restraining order or something, Libra. I don't know how else to say that. Okay? Be careful of pregnancy in the next 48, or somebody may have a pregnancy scare. Somebody could be also saying that they're pregnant and they're not. This is something to do with your home. Be careful of your home. Or somebody can't accept a breakup. But the crazy part is, I'm getting they don't actually like you. They want to control you, Libra. I don't know if you need a confirmation or something, but they want to control you. That's why they're keeping you stuck, okay? Anger management, okay? This person could have anger problems. Like I said, they could blow up on you. Like I said, I feel like somebody has broken you down. I understand. I've been there myself in abusive situations, but I needed friends like me now, to get my ass, out of a certain situation so that it didn't get worse. Because when you're a little bit too nice to people in situations like that, they're going to be like, okay, well, it's not that big of a deal, or I can handle it. And they end up not being able to deal with it. Okay. So that's why I am being a little bit more harsh here. Because I feel like some of you guys still think that this person has a good bone in their body when they don't. And they're not trying to do things to benefit you. They're not doing things to make something work out with you. They're not trying to compromise. They're trying to control you to keep you stuck so that you don't see somebody else, so that you don't move on, okay? And you're falling for it. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Uninterested. I feel like maybe you're not even interested, but this person is not even interested. I feel like you admire their beauty, but as a person, no. Something also could have happened around St. Patrick's Day this year, a couple months ago. Yeah, burned out. You're over it. You're tired. You're depressed from this person making your life hell. We're gonna pull another deck, see what you should do about this situation. I mean, I already told you, but this is, you got to get it together, Libra. Man up, woman up. Grab your balls. I don't care if you're a woman. Grab your fucking balls. Grab your balls. Stand up. Like I said, I feel like you have the power. You have every bit of evidence that you need to put this. I'm here to lock this motherfucker up. Libra, I'm hearing you have the fucking power to put them away. And what do you're like, oh no, I'm sorry. You have the power to get this motherfucker locked up, throwing away the key, and here you are, letting them stomp all over you, day by day, not changing. What else for Libra? Anything else? What's the outcome for Libra's next 48? Investigation. Something legal. Yep. Broke ass. This person ain't got no money. They're a trash person. Okay. Crossroads. You're still being indecisive. Okay. You need to walk away, Libra. I mean, I can't control you, obviously, but I'll never. I'm so glad I'm a person of decisiveness, because I couldn't. There's no attraction here. Besides, like, you think they're good looking, but you're not wanting to, like, sleep with them or whatever. The lust is not there. Not anymore. When somebody's bullying you, why would you want to sleep with them? Unless you're into that. But that's not. Look, confirmation. Look, we got two of these reverse. Man or woman. Somebody's not attracted. You're not attracted to your ex. But I feel like you're a decent enough person to say, like, yeah, they are attractive, but I don't want to be with them. I don't want to sleep with them. You can admire someone's beauty. I feel like Libras do that a lot. Libras can admire somebody's, beauty, or the beauty of something, right? Without wanting to be with them, So I feel like that's what some of you guys are doing or thinking. Okay, you will get justice. You will get justice from this situation. Okay? This is your card. Revolutionist, justice, pursuer of welfare, freedom fighter. You just got to take the step, Libra. You could be dealing with a Leo. Look, this is turning legal. Security guard. And somebody is watching, or so you might need to get some sort of protection. Like I said, like a protection order, quite literally. Stop waiting. Stop waiting on this. Like I said, for some of you guys, you need to do this by the end of today. Stop trying to repair this trash situation. It ain't working. This person's purposely feeding off of you, trying to charm you, trying to keep you stuck. If you choose to stay after this, that's on you, okay? We're not feeling bad for people who stay in situations like that, knowing what it is, okay? I know everything is situational, but let's be real. After a while, you're choosing to stay in a situation like that, okay? After a while, you are choosing to stay in a bad situation. When you realize who somebody is and you choose to stay, that is on you. I know you don't want to hear that, but that is on you. You're only sad for a certain amount of time. After a while, you're holding on to pain. Okay? You're only sad for a little while. After a certain amount of time, you're holding on to pain. Holding on. You're choosing to be in pain after a while. That's what you're doing. If you choose to stay in a situation that is not good. Okay? Last card for Libra. Embrace the challenges that propel you forward. Somebody's watching you. They are. That's why I'm saying get something done now. Take the steps you need to do now, or get done now. Go to the legal system now and take care of it. Start to, at least. Because you ain't doing nothing good for yourself by staying stuck or not taking action. I get you're indecisive and all, but it's not cute anymore. I don't know if you were I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know. Libra. You could be saying, I don't know. Yes, you do know. I'm not trying to be scolding y'all or whatever, but I don't like to see people eventually purposely stay in situations that you can very much leave, or you have the power to put someone away and you're choosing to just take it. I don't like to see people in that situation. So I'm a very firm believer in justice. So if you I don't like seeing people, especially, people that I care about, I don't like seeing people in situations that they can very much leave before something worse happens. Okay. You deserve to be happy, Libra. You deserve to be, free and not feel, like you got to watch your back 24/7. You deserve to have a peace of mind, especially as a Libra. You deserve to have a peace of mind. So start taking the right actions, the right steps to do that or to get there. It's not going to happen overnight, most likely, but you'll get there. But you have to start somewhere. I tell y'all that all the time. You have to start somewhere. I don't care if you feel like you don't have shit. Start somewhere. Okay? That's what I got for y'all. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, okay? Um, if you want a personal for your personal situation, or if you have any questions, make sure to email me. Check my bio for information. We're going to go to Scorpio, okay? Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button.